Hey there. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for coming. So we can have a chit chat. So look, if you have been on my channel and you have been watching my videos, you've noticed that I had probably about 4 or 5 videos that I had up, and I decided to take them down because I feel that I don't know, some of the things I was saying, I just feel like they were not giving what I want to give right now. And I didn't erase them. I just have them on lock, and I will re-unlock them later on. I'm not sure when. But look, it's been on my heart. Like, God is literally putting it on my heart to get on YouTube. I've still been off of Instagram, which is really good. I actually hit a goal of staying off. I didn't set a date or a day or a term of how long I want to stay off of there. I just know that Instagram is really pulling on my energy, and I wasn't really using it to be productive. I mean, I was saving a lot of great information and checking out a lot of people that I could learn from in many different ways, but it just was taking a lot of my time. Like, every time I look up, I was on Instagram checking something and checking Instagram, and I'm just like, you know what? It's just overwhelming. It's too much, and we all know too much of anything is really not good for you. So, besides praying, but look, so I have been on this journey of just really getting to know myself and learning to hear the voice of God and knowing exactly what I'm hearing. And when I tell you, it's not easy. So if you are also doing the same thing, don't be hard on yourself. Just continue to ask God for his assistance, her assistance on helping you know exactly what you're hearing. When you do hear his voice. So look, I feel good. Like, I just feel so good. That's another reason why I wanted to do this video and kind of take the other videos down, because I mean, not all of them make me seem like I'm like an unhappy person. For the most part, I'm smiling in my videos, like, but I just really wanted to get on here and just let the whole world know. Anybody that's watching me, especially anybody who's watching me and hoping that I am not doing good and I'm not feeling good. I'm here to tell you that I am doing good. I'm doing really good. And despite my circumstances in life, I'm not allowing that to impact my mind in a negative way. Okay, I love you too. And the way that I'm doing that is I'm constantly correcting my thoughts. I'm noticing if I notice a pattern, y'all, excuse my locks, like, ah. Sorry, no, but this is the great thing about locks though, because you ain't really gotta be all perfect. Like, I don't, they're locks. Like, what? Like, anyway, so I just been feeling good. Like, I've been really doing good with fighting negative thoughts. Every time and negative emotions on top of that. Every time I feel myself sliding back to, like, just bad habits, like thinking negative, being pessimistic, questioning whether or not I'm worthy, and thinking about negative things that happened in the past, like, I'm so done with that. I have spent this last year going over and over and over in my head about things that I've been through in life that got me to where I am. But honestly, where I am is really not that bad. It's really not that bad. Me and my children live in a 3-bedroom home. Do I own it? No, I do not own it. But we have a yard. We got 3 bedrooms, kitchen, 1 bathroom, washer and dryer, backyard, side yard, front yard. Like, we good. You feel me? Like, is it the most expensive home? No, it's not. You know, It's a really old house, and in this last year, I was let go of 2 jobs. And since I was let go of those 2 jobs, I have not. I almost got one other job, but it was too far because I also lost my car. So my car. Let me tell you about my car. Okay, so I bought my car in 2020. It was a Jaguar, but it was a 2002. So it was an old car, but it was like the person I bought it from my brother's dad, and my brother's dad does that. Like he'll buy cars, fix them up, and sell them, and he even does that for himself. Like he'll buy a car, fix it up, and keep it. So this is one of those cars that he had, and he lives in an area where it's a lot of older people, and usually he buys the cars from older people. And we know older people take care of their cars. Like they have cars sitting around that they ain't used in years, and this is one of those ones. Like it was really, really well taken care of. I really didn't have no issues with the car until this last year. My starter had to be replaced, and I was literally driving to go and drop my son off. No, I was going to pick him up from his dad's house because his dad doesn't have a car. So I was going to pick my son up, right? I live in the downtown area. So this was on a Sunday, and I'm thinking, it's pretty chill. Like I did not expect it to be so many people outside. So I'm driving my car, going to get my son. Mind you, I already got an attitude because I really don't want to get him because I don't feel like it's my responsibility because, nigga, you're his dad. You need to get him to and from wherever y'all going, which was new to me because over the years, I've always had a car. I've had so many cars, y'all. Like, I'm going to give y'all the rundown on all the cars I've had, okay? Like, I've had cars as new as that the next year. Like I've had a car fresh off the lot. You feel me? I have manifested a car fresh off the lot that wasn't even the year that we were currently in. It was the car for the next year. Okay? So I've had good experiences. Like I have nothing to worry or complain about as far as this whole situation because I know that I'm gonna be back on my feet. So anyway, I had already been like over the years really lenient with him, always helping. I didn't care. Like I just was the type of person I wanted to be outside anyway. So yeah, I'll bring my son to you. I'll drop you off. I'll let you use my car even though we ain't together. And yeah, I was one of them. So finally I'm like, no, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not finna be going out my way to help y'all go back and forth. So this one day that I decide to go ahead and pick my son up because his father ended up leaving out of town. He didn't bring him home before he left out of town. So I really had no option. I had to go get my baby. So I'm driving, got my daughter in the car. I got cute that day, like everything. Like I was just going to get him and come back home. But something told me to get cute. I got cute or whatever. And he literally only lives like 7 minutes away. Okay, he lives downtown too. So I'm driving, all right. It's a 2-lane road that I'm on. Okay. It's all these people outside. It's a Sunday, so it's a lot of people. It's a lot of events. It's a lot of restaurants. Everybody's outside. I'm like, damn, okay. So I'm really extra feeling myself, right? I'm like, okay, this is why God told me to get dressed, because there's people out here, they might see me, hear my little lip. So I literally get to a stop sign. It's a 4-way stop. Everything is fine. My car is fine. But I did notice it was kind of like driving a little weird. Like it was kind of trying to slow up on me. I'm like, what? I'd rather just fix my car so I know I'm good, but whatever. So I get to the stop sign. It's my turn to stop. My car cuts completely the fuck off. Do you hear me? My car cut off at the 4-way stop sign. So it's an officer behind me. And us black people, we get a little nervous around the police. Like, honestly, I have not had the worst experiences with the police. I've had both. I've had experiences where they came and they rescued me and they saved me from some fucked up ass situations. I've also had I've also had times where I've also had situations where, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. So I'm nervous. I'm like, shit. oh my God, like I don't want the police to fuck with me, but I really need his help. But I'm not really thinking about that at the time. So anyway, so he pull up on the side of me. The officer pull up on the side of me, right? And he like, what are you doing? I'm like, my car just cut off. I'm stuck. Actually, can you help me? Can you push it? Can you push it, please? So he like, yeah. So he pushes my car. Like I said, we already had a stop sign. So he pushes my car to the right. So we turn right. But he literally stops right there. He don't push it to a parking spot. He don't try to figure out help me figure out how to get it out the way of where I was. He did make sure I was out of traffic, but he just like literally he pushed it for like 10 seconds, which I'm okay. I'm happy and I'm grateful, because if he wouldn't have been there to do that for me, I probably would have had to help somebody else on the street. And there was some like I don't know what you call them, like some Christian people, like you know how they be outside under the tent and they just be out there passing out their brochures and talking to people as they walk by. It was one guy and like it was like two guys and one female, and the guys I could see them like kind of just adjusting themselves so they could come over and help me. But before they did that, before they could, the police had already started pushing the car. So he pushes me over to the side. I'm still like not in the clear because it's not a parking spot. It's just right before the actual stop sign. And I'm like embarrassed as hell. But the good thing is I was dressed. I had my little cute clothes on or whatever. So I'm bringing this up because this was an example of what I do whenever something crazy is going on. This is what I do. So everything inside of me was telling me like, damn, this is embarrassing. Like, I just want to break down. Like, what I'm gonna do? I ain't got no money to get my car towed. Like, low key, my insurance is lapsed. Like, if the police run my shit and they want to be on some bullshit, like he really could get on that bullshit with me right now. Like, oh my God. But I had my car for 4 years at this point, and honestly, I was getting tired of that motherfucker. Like, I was like, you know what? It was just little things that had started happening to my car that I knew, you know what, it's time for you to upgrade, Carrie. You deserve it. Like, this car I have had the longest that I have had any car. And also I was really proud because in the past I always had a car note. But this car I paid my money for it and it was mine. Which that was so like that was such a relief to be able to do that, especially being another new mom. Like, I had just had my daughter. So to be able to have a car, no car note, it was great. You know, I was still riding foreign, even though it was old foreign, but it was foreign and everything was great. But, you know, 4 years, I had some wear and tear. So by this point, I had already fixated in my mind, like, you know what, I need a new car. I had started already putting that thought into my mind. I need a new car. But I wasn't in a position to actually get one. So, you know, it's just in the back of your head. I'm going to get a new car, whatever. So I'm just like, damn, like I really want to be so sad right now. I just want to just curl up in a ball. And like, I don't want nobody to see me. This is fucking embarrassing. I'm a black woman. It's mostly white people around me. You know, we be extra embarrassing around white people. I don't know why, but we do. So I'm just like, damn, man. I'm just like the token nigga today. You feel me? I'm the token fucking nigga, the token baby mama, the token today. So, but you know what? Right when I was finna feel like that, everything happened so fast. But I was just like, you know what? That I ain't finna be mad. So literally, while I'm sitting in my car, after he pushed my car to the side, I'm sitting there or whatever, and like part of me wanted to just like not look at nobody, just keep my head down, like. But you know what? I was like, fuck that. So every time somebody drove by and they was looking, and everybody was looking, I would smile at them like, yeah, I know, this shit crazy, ain't it? Like, I know, but I'm on my phone acting like, you know, trying to figure out, panicking what the fuck I'm gonna do, because I can't get I can't get the car towed. Like, I'm just stuck. I'm finna leave this motherfucker right here. So I called my mom. I'm just telling her, like, I was just telling her what was going on. I just needed some support. So she like, call your uncle. Your uncle stay right over there. Have him come over there, pick y'all up. Of course, she offered to tow it, but I'm like, I'm a grown ass woman. Like, I am so over having my mama like get me out of shit. I'm over that shit. Like, I want to do shit myself. And if I'm not able to get the car right now, then that's just, it is what it is. It's gonna have to sit here because I'm gonna take responsibility for my own shit. Like, I'm 36 years old. No, mama, I'm good. So even when my uncle came, he came or whatever, and on his way, I had called my son. I told my son what's going on. He was right up the street, so I told him come meet me because I really thought I was gonna need him anyway to help me push the car. That was a whole nother thing because I do not let my son just roam around freely by himself. But at this point, we had no option. But I thought that his dad was still there. I didn't even know that his daddy had left him and went to the airport and just left him at the crib. I didn't even know that. So I'm thinking he finna walk with his dad and him and his daddy gonna come help me. Of course, my son was by himself. So whatever. But my uncle ended up seeing him on the way to come to me. So my uncle picked him up. He come. I'm telling him what happened. So while he's talking to me, I noticed that one of the parking spots ahead are free. So I'm like, Uncle, can you just help me push it up to this parking spot? And then I'll figure out the rest later. Like, I'm not going to worry about towing it. He offered to get it towed too. I was like, no, just leave it here. I'm going to give it a couple days. Maybe it'll start. I'll come back up here or whatever on my own. So, we pushed it to that parking spot. And, okay. The next day, I walk up there to see if my car is still there. Because my brother actually helped me fix it in the first place, the starter. So I was like, okay, I'll either have my stepdad or my brother help me get it started because my stepdad is also a mechanic, right? So I go back or whatever, my car's still there. I'm like, cool, they didn't take it. Even though low key in the back of my mind, I'm like, fuck this car. Like, they can have this motherfucker. Like, it ain't working. Like, it's breaking down. It don't match me. Like, this is damn 2002. Like, my daughter is 3 years old now. Like, we need some new shit. You feel me? Like, it's about that time. We deserve it. But we need it because I ain't got nothing else. So, the car was still there. So I called my brother. I'm like, no, first I called my stepdad. I'm like, Pops, my car, tell him what happened, whatever. I'm like, on your way home, because he works not in this area, but he drives past this area on his way home. So I'm like, yeah, Pops, tell him what happened, whatever. I'm like, can you just drive over there and see if you still see the car? Because this is like the third day. And so before I went back up there and walked up there, because it took, if it take you 7 minutes to drive somewhere, it definitely take you probably about 20 to 30 minutes to walk to that motherfucker. So when I walked that day, I was good on my way walking, but walking back, I was like, I'm not doing this again. Like, I'm not gonna walk back up here. I'm not. So I called my pops. I told him what happened. I'm like, I need you to stop. I need you to just drive over there and see if my car is still there. And if it's there, I will look. Can you please help me try to get it started? This man calls me. He tells me he sees the car there. But he like, but I don't want to risk getting it started. And if it starts, then what if it cuts back off again in traffic? I'm like, babe, cool. You a mechanic or whatever, but it's okay. I understand. We don't want to work when we off the schedule. You know what I'm saying? Just because you a mechanic, you ain't got to do shit for me. You ain't got to fix my car. I already got this mentality anyway. I really didn't want to ask your ass to help me in the first place. But it's okay. It's okay. You got it, big man. You right. I don't want to be embarrassed in traffic neither. But I'm really low key like, I don't give a fuck about that. If it stop again, so what? Like, let's get it to the crib so I can have my car back. But I'm not finna beg nobody for their help. Nope. I'm good. I'm an adult. It's okay. God got something better for me. So, like a couple days later, no, the next day, I tell my brother, we go up here to the car. Literally, we pull up to the block where the car is. It's blocked off. I'm like, what the fuck going on? It's an event going on. So, at the same time, we see there's an officer at my car. So I hurry up. My brother got his mechanic bag. We walking over there or whatever. The officer is like, yeah, they're having an event today, and the owner of the business right here was about to have it towed because they have some food trucks coming and it can't be here. So he's like, you have like an hour to get it out of here. I'm like, okay, I'll just go ahead and get it towed if my brother can't get it started. So my brother couldn't get it started. I call the tow truck. The tow truck the tow truck breaks the fuck down on the way to get my car. So literally like 2 hours pass by before the tow truck even before the tow company gets another tow truck to go out. So by the time they got there, the police had towed it. Another officer came and towed my vehicle and impounded it. Mind you, this is a whole, like, almost a week later. So on the day that it got towed, I want to say it was like a Saturday, because I literally had no way to find out. I called the police station. They didn't know, they didn't have no record of it being towed yet. It wasn't in their system. So literally by the time I found out what tow yard or where it was impounded, the fees had racked up so much, I knew I wasn't going to be able to get that car back. I knew it. So I'm just like, I got to cut my losses. I got to just go ahead and go. But I also knew that I was already preparing myself for a new car. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? I done had so many cars. Like, let me give y'all a rundown of all the cars I had. So my first car was a Thunderbird. A Pontiac Thunderbird. A two-door Pontiac Thunderbird when I was 15. Raggedy as shit. Like, but I didn't care. I souped that up like, I had a little radio. I had my little the wheel cover, steering wheel cover. And my ex-boyfriend used to clown me because I was tall and this car was all little, but whatever, we was riding. So I went from the Pontiac Thunderbird. No, it wasn't even a Thunderbird. It was a Pontiac Sunfire or some shit. I went from that to a red 4Runner that I was able to buy. My father actually sent me the money, and I bought it like a year later. So I was like 16. So when I graduated high school, that's the car I had. I had the 4-door red 4Runner. So, that was a big upgrade. I leave for the summer. I come back, my fucking car don't work no more. My truck stopped working. Mind you, I only had it for like a few months. My brother tells me my stepdad was in the back of our house. We lived on a mountain. So we had a whole acre of land behind our house. My dad, my pops was out in my truck riding it in the land behind our house. Mind you, I had never seen him driving his fucking truck out there. So why the fuck you driving my truck? And you ain't even pay for this motherfucker. So what? And you ain't even tell me. You acting like you don't know what the fuck happened to my car. But okay. My brother held me down to let me know what was going on. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that truck was a wash. Then I went from that to I started driving my pop's Caprice. He had a 2-door 79 box glass house Chevy Caprice. So I was driving that motherfucker. And everywhere I went, everybody was trying to buy it. Because back then, that's a scraper. Everybody wanted it. Niggas wanted it. Females wanted it. Like, everybody was like, yay, look at you ride the back streets of the scraper. Ghost ride the whip. Like, so I drove that for like maybe, I don't even know how long. It wasn't that long. Maybe 6 months. Then we end up moving back to Chicago, and I got a Pontiac Grand Prix. Was it a Grand Prix? No. Yeah, it was a Pontiac Grand Prix, but it was an old one. It was like real, real old. So Then I went from that to a BMW. I bought it off the lot, actually. But I really don't count that as me buying my own car because it wasn't money that I had earned. My grandma passed away and left me money, so I was able to buy it. Here you go. Okay. My grandma had ended up, God rest her soul, she passed away. She left me some money, and I used the money to go and buy me a BMW. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm right, I'm good. Like, it was good. Like, that was year 2009. I think the car was like a 2004 or something. So it was pretty new. Then I went from the Beamer to, what was after the Beamer? Oh, then I got a Magnum. You know, the long Magnum. Yes, a red Magnum. My baby daddy he actually paid the down payment to get the car, but I was making the payment. So that was a disaster because the car ended up giving out or whatever, and I got it fixed the first time, and then after that, yeah, so I lost that car. Then I got a bench truck. I had the down payment myself this time. I went and put down on it. It was really cool because the guy who owned the dealership was really cool. It was so crazy because in Chicago, it's a lot easier to get cars. Like, they will really work with you. Like, my down payment was only like $500, and I think I was paying like almost $400 a month for my car payment. I ended up moving back to Arizona. I got it shipped out here, and it ended up giving out. So when that car gave out, I'm literally on the bus. Me and my boyfriend at the time, we on the bus. We don't know what the fuck we gonna do. I'm meeting him on the bus. He already got off the bus. We're meeting each other on the same bus route from work. So we both talking. We both talking about the car, how we need a new car, blah, 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 blah. So I get off the bus. He's sitting at the bus stop waiting for me. Across the street from the bus stop is a bunch of car dealerships. We get out. We're literally walking home, right? This white girl come out the dealership, literally run out the dealership. She like, hey, didn't I see y'all this morning? And we both like, hell no, that wasn't us. But my boyfriend like, yeah, just say yeah, just say yeah. So we like, yeah, that was us. So she like, come in. I got something I can help you guys. You guys need a car? We like, yeah. So we at the Hyundai dealership. Not Honda, Hyundai. So this heifer give us a brand new vehicle. Like, we literally was there for like maybe 3 hours that night. We pulled off the lot with the 20. That was in 2017. The car was a 2018. Amazing. Okay? Fucking amazing. Like, it was black. It was 4-door. It had peanut butter fucking seats in the inside. Like, we were so happy and excited and just thanking God, like, damn, like, manifesting like a motherfucker. You hear me? Yeah. So then we had that car. We drove that car to Miami like a year later. The car made it all the way to Miami. My boyfriend drops me off at the hotel. I'm low-key mad because this nigga been gone all night. This is my first time in Miami. I ain't never even seen this place. You feel me? This nigga is out with his friends. Didn't bring me. I got my son, so I'm halfway. Like, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, nigga. Like, we'll just do whatever tomorrow. Yeah, that nigga ain't make it back because you know why? The car stopped working on his ass while he was out with his friends. Embarrassed the shit out his ass. Yeah, don't fucking play with me, nigga. Yeah, I wasn't wishing it on your ass, but my ancestors and my angels don't fucking play about me, nigga. God don't play about me, nigga. And you know what? People can't stand when you tell them the honest truth. You fucked with the wrong person. I don't even have to wish you wrong or no harm, my nigga. That's just how much God loved me and ride for me. Cause I wasn't like, oh, I hope the car breaks down on his ass. I was mad. And I was hurt that he left me in the fucking hotel room on our first night in Miami. But what the fuck I'm gonna do? Like, I got my son here. Like, it's cool. Like, you know, whatever. Have fun. Have fun. You know, enjoy yourself. Cause tomorrow I'm gonna enjoy my goddamn self. Cause I will take the keys in a minute. You feel me? So this nigga comes back to the hotel room at like 3 in the morning. Like, the car's gone. Da, da, da. I'm like, how the fuck we gonna get back home, G? So, thank God I had money. I had money. So we go to the car dealer. We go to where the Hyundai dealership where he got it towed to. Um, the next day, and they telling us to need all this work or whatever. So we just like, damn, what the fuck we gonna do? Come to find out, whatever it needs to be done. I think the transmission went out or whatever, and it was too expensive. We couldn't afford to get the transmission fixed, and we was gonna run out of money. Like, we only had a certain amount of money to be there. We came down there for one purpose and one purpose at all, and we needed to be back home. So we ended up getting a rental truck. Thanks to your girl, getting a rental truck and just driving that motherfucker back and worrying about getting the car later. We never got the car. So then, we go back to Arizona, and I end up getting a Nissan, a Boo Nissan Sentra. This Nissan Sentra gave me fucking hell. It had one of them locks on it. Like, if you don't pay, I don't know if y'all familiar with this in y'all cities or whatever, but at this car dealership in Arizona, they have this thing where if you don't pay your car payment, they can lock the engine. So I was a struggling single mother. Yes, I had a man, but this nigga wasn't really providing. He wasn't providing. I ain't gonna be honest. To this day, I don't know how the fuck that nigga was doing. I don't know what the hell he was doing with his money. He was barely working. Like, I really had no business even letting him live or us living together, because he really wasn't working. But
Mama, wanna say hi?
Okay, say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's my first birthday. My August 29th, and my first birthday. My friend was me, and they showed me in the cat.
And what's your name?
And Shakira.
What's your nickname? Nani? Okay. So, go ahead, baby. Go back out.
Okay. I love you big much.
Oh, I love you too, baby. So, I get the Nissan Sentra. I'm working or whatever. I'm paying all the bills like a dumbass. I'm paying a car note. And my car note was late at least 6 or 7 times. And I remember the last straw for me, I was on my way. I was leaving work. And the car note was due. I was gonna pay it. I was waiting on my direct deposit to hit, and it was a Friday. I was looking forward to going home and just relaxing because I had a long work week. I get to the parking lot. I'm literally the last person there. One of the last people. It's an empty parking lot. And my car won't fucking start because I didn't pay the car note yet. So I'm just like, fuck this. Like, I can't do this no more. So then I start preparing myself to just get another car. So then we ended up going to get another car, and we got what was it? A Pontiac Sunfire? Let me see. I think it's a Pontiac Sunfire. No, it's not a Sunfire. Anyway, it was another Pontiac. Or GMC. What kind of car was that? Pontiac is GMC, huh? I don't know. But anyway, it was another car. Dang, I really like that car too. I want to tell y'all what kind it was. Maybe it was a Sunfire. I think it was. No, these Sunfire is ugly. Like, what we had was nice. Like, it was a nice car. I can't remember. I'm drawing. Oh, Magnum? Nah, man, that ain't what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we ended up getting another car. It was pretty cool. Like, so I ended up, they ended up taking that Nissan or whatever, and that's a whole nother story because they told the Nissan Sentra, and I had shit still in the car, but I wasn't mad because I had another car. And my boyfriend was so mad at the time. We literally chased these motherfuckers all the way to the car dealership because they had my purse in there, my son's bike, like a whole bunch of stuff. Like, so it was just a mess. So I've had, okay. Then after that, I started driving a Benz. My mom had a Benz, and I was driving her Benz, and I feel like, yeah. Cause that car I ended up giving it back to the dealership too. That white car. It was a Pontiac. What? It's gonna bother me. Let me see. I can't figure out what kind of car it was. Like, I don't know. It don't even matter at this point. But so yeah, so I ended up starting to drive my mom's Benz because uh she was getting another car, or she had another car or something. I don't know, but y'all, I didn't have so many cars. So by the time this whole situation with this car, I know not to worry. Like, I always, bounce back, but usually I have a job, so it's a little quicker. Right now, I'm not working for anybody. I'm just like doing hair and selling my skincare. And I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of tough for me right now financially, but I'm not tripping because money don't make you. Money ain't everything. Like, when we die, we can't take that shit with us. And I'm not a greedy person, and that's why God keep blessing me, because I put love before money. And um you can have your opinions on it. Some people think it's bad, some people think it's good, but I'm not talking about love of a man and a woman. I'm talking about love for myself, love for my children, love for my life. You feel me? I'm not even worried about loving a man or being in a relationship. I've been single so long. I'm really probably gonna stay single for the next, who knows. I'm not even tripping. I'm not worried about it. But I just wanted to share this because, it's so easy to like feel negative and allow those thoughts to take over. But I'm an example, y'all. Like, don't give up. Stay positive, stay happy, because you never know who is preying on your downfall. And everything is really is energy. And the more you feed yourself negative thoughts and negative emotions, the more you're gonna feel that way. And so I've been really cutting people off. Like, I really hate to say it like that, but that's what it is. Like, if you are contributing to my negative thoughts, if every time I talk to you, all you got to say is some negative ass shit that ain't finna help me, and I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not taking in no negativity if I can help it. So I've been just like sticking to myself. And like, if I was sitting here really thinking about my situation, I have the right to feel negative. Like, I really do. I would be valid. But I know, like, that's not gonna help anything. Like, I like being happy. I look better when I'm happy and I'm smiling versus when I'm mad and got an attitude and shit. Like, cause when I get mad, I get real mad. Like, I didn't seen the worst in me. I didn't see myself act a fucking fool. And I don't never want to go back there again. You feel me? Unless I have to. You try it, it'll come out. It's up in here. But, no. Now, I'm fighting that shit. I'm gonna smile at your ass. I'm gonna laugh at your ass. Like, literally, my baby daddy got mad at me last year. I'm gonna tell y'all about that story, okay? Nigga did me so dirty. Came back to the crib, had an attitude. I was like, I'm not even finna be mad. I'm not even finna. First of all, he was way too mad, and I'm not finna fight no man. Everybody know you don't put your hands on no man. So I was not getting mad, and this nigga got madder. So yeah, I'm just on here because I wanted to be some light. I feel like God really does want me to keep doing these videos for whatever reason. I'm not even sure. I'm moving blindly, but I'm moving for the Lord. And so if this video inspired you, if it made you smile, if it made you laugh, go ahead and like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, share if you want to. And you can share if you want to. Oh, that's my song. Y'all don't know that song, and it ain't saying that. It's my party. I can smoke if I want to. It's my party. I can get high if I want to. It's my party. I can get drunk if I want to. It's my party. I can smoke if I want to. We smoking, we drinking, we ain't even thinking. We high, we drunken, we can't even function. That's the song I recorded in high school, y'all. But anyway, it probably sound crazy as hell, and I don't care. But okay, so this video I just saw 444 on the clock. I'm out of here. Angel number. Can't even talk right. Let me go. I'm doing too much. I'm just happy I'm meeting my goal. You know, this is what God wants me to be doing right now. I'm sharing my testimony with y'all. So that's what I'm going to do. But I love y'all. I'm going to get up out of here. I've been on here for 40 minutes. It's quite long to be talking. So I love y'all. I don't want to leave. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.